I'm going to talk about the basic interface for Motion Builder. So when you open up Motion Builder, this is what it looks like. You get this little nice tutorials or 1-minute setup for the movies you can watch. I recommend watching those. They're very helpful. So start up here. This is where you would open your files or import your motion captures into Motion Builder. So I'm just going to open one up right now. When this comes here, you have all these options that you can import into the Motion Builder. Supposedly, you would not want to have the cameras from Maya or 3D Max or any kind of FBX files that come here, so you can unselect that. But for now, I'm just going to hit open. So here you can see in my viewport, I have a Paladin Knight here. To see the motion captures work, just like any other time-based program, you can just hit here in the transport, hit play. And here you can see the Paladin Knight dancing. I can stop it, and then I could scroll the timeline here. If I want a more specific area of the timeline, I can decrease, maybe only have you do the frames from 0 to 139. And that's very helpful when you have a certain area of a motion capture you want to edit and only to be editing in between certain frames. You can also type in here on the right side, maybe you want to do 300. And now you only edit it in 300 frames. And you can see it doesn't delete the FBX if you change it. To move around in the viewport like this, you can choose these icons here. And this is the pan, and zoom, and zoom here. But the easier way to do this is actually set up the interaction keys. So if you go into setting and interaction mode, you can choose the application that you're most useful, not useful, you're most used to. Here you can see I have Maya, 3ds Max, Lightwave, and Softimage. I like Maya. So here for my keys, I'm using the Alt for the left button to rotate. I use the Alt button and middle mouse button to pan. I use the Alt right button to zoom. And if we come up here, just like in other program, this is edit, copy, paste to that. This is the animation. We just talked about setting. In the layout, you can choose, maybe you want to script. You can write your scripting right here. If you go to the preview, you have the preview page right here. And go back to editing. And then here on the right side, this is where you do all the control rigs and rigging of your character. I'm going to do that later on. And scroll down to the bottom here, this is all what's in the scene itself right now. So we go to scene and hips right here, and go into Paladin. If I make it a little smaller, you can see that now the keyframes are popping up for each of the joints. This is the mesh doing that, and these are the rig. Over here, this is where you do all the keys on the of the character or object in the scene itself. And here, the asset browser, these are the external objects. And if I'm just going to delete this. To add a path to your motion builder, all you need to do is hit right click, add a favorite path, and then maybe I will do desktop again. Hit OK. So now everything on the desktop will pop up here. So for me, I have a motion capture folder. These are the motion captures that I have created. Motion Builder does come with mocap that they have created and for you to practice using. You click this, you can see all the here. You have a back fist, you have a bat swing, you have quite a few fun ones here that you can play around with and edit. These here are the ones that comes with the templates. So maybe you want to characterize the character, which we'll do later, is in here. That's it for the basic interface for Motion Builder.